I was excited when one of our YouTube subscribers asked us to review Promix protein because it is a product that I hadn't tried before. While it was tricky because Promix only ships protein to the US and the UK, I'm from Canada, I got my hands on some and put Promix to the test. Overall, I admire Promix's commitment to transparency, quality, and environmental sustainability, and had really positive experiences with their customer service. All that being said, there are a few key factors that make it likely that Promix won't end up in my cabinet. I specifically reviewed the Promix isolate, which uses exclusively grass-fed whey isolate. They use organic coconut sugar, organic vanilla, and a small amount of sunflower lecithin for the thickening. The macronutrient breakdown of Promix vanilla protein is as follows. The macronutrients vary slightly per flavor, which kind of gets a little confusing here. With unflavored having 130 calories and 2 grams of carbs, and chocolate having 160 calories and 9 grams of carbs, because of this difference in calories and sugar content, the protein percent, how many calories come from the protein, varies also. Unflavored, 92% protein per scoop, vanilla, 80% protein per scoop, and chocolate, 75% protein per scoop. You want to go with the highest percent of protein, you got to go with unflavored. As per feastgood.com criteria, a reasonable protein powder is anywhere between 60 to 74%, 75 to 85% being good, and anything above 85% is considered excellent. Also, with the macronutrient breakdown for myself, I'm not typically looking for 7 grams of carbs. You got to take 2 full loaded scoops to get to the 30 grams of protein. So it's a lot of protein that you need to put in a shake, or especially in a shaker cup mixed with water or milk. Before I move on to a few things I liked and disliked about this protein, if you are one considering to buy this protein, I've actually linked it down below in the description box for you. The good news for you is that I've already done all the research on where to find the best deals to each of these products that I mentioned today, so you don't need to yourself. And I occasionally update the description box to keep the deals fresh. So anytime you're watching this video, it should still have the most current deal available to you. Here are a few things I liked about this product. First, it's good mixability. Promix isolate mixes up easily and completely with very minimal effort when added to water, milk, smoothies, or oatmeal. Secondly, it is easy on the stomach. Promix advertises as being extremely low in lactose, which is less than 1 gram of lactose per serving. And as someone with a lactose sensitivity like myself, I did not experience any negative side effects from this protein. If you have a dairy allergy or significant intolerance, it is still possible that you experience some digestive upset because this is a dairy-based protein powder. But as someone with a mild lactose sensitivity, I didn't experience any gassiness, bloating, or digestive upset with Promix. Third, high quality and transparent testing. Promix is tested to meet the FDA standard of gluten-free and for heavy metals. All testing is performed by independent third-party labs, which is excellent. Not only are the Promix proteins tested, all of the results are actually publicly displayed online for anyone to see. Here are a few things I did not like about the product. The price varies by flavor. The cost per serving varies by flavor due to differences in sugar and flavoring additions. So the unflavored is anywhere between $1.16 to $1.48. The vanilla is $1.33 to $1.68 per serving, and then you got the chocolate, which is $1.48 to $1.93 per serving. So the unflavored is actually the cheapest and gives you the highest protein percent of calories, and then the chocolate is probably the worst. Each 2.5 pound bag costs the same but provides different servings. The unflavored gives you 34 servings, the vanilla gives you 29 servings, and then the chocolate gives you 26 servings. The unflavored version offers the best value due to the higher number of servings per bag, making it more cost effective, especially for budget conscious individuals. Secondly, poor taste. Like I mentioned, I personally tried the vanilla flavor and I found it to be bland with no discernible vanilla flavor, but it did have an undesirable aftertaste. I tried using this vanilla protein powder in a variety of ways in water, milk, oatmeal, cereal, smoothies, but it just did not change. Number 3, variable protein percentage. Each flavor has different amounts of added sugar, affecting carbohydrate content and total calories, and thus protein percentages. Each serving contains 30 grams of protein and 0.5 grams of fat. However, you got unflavored at 2 grams of carbs, 130 calories, 92% protein, lowest cost, best value. Vanilla, 7 grams of carbs, 150 calories, 80% protein, mid value. And then you got chocolate at 9 grams of carbs, 160 calories, 75% protein, highest cost, worst value. This variability is common as flavorings affect calorie content. For instance, Transparent Lab protein percentage range from 75 to 93% depending on the flavor. Promix chocolate flavor being the most expensive and having the lowest protein percentage, offering the worst value. Number 4, they are not set up for international distribution. Currently, Promix only ships within the United States and to the UK. If you are a resident outside these countries like myself, you will likely not have access to Promix. It's for this key reason that Promix will not become a regular use product for myself. Now it's time to test out how does Promix whey protein perform against the rest of the proteins we have actually tried on this channel. Here at Feastgood, we have 8 different criteria on ranking whey protein powders. Here's how this protein stacked up against the rest. We've given it a 5 out of 5 on nutrition label transparency. The Promix label was clean, easy to read, and clearly stated all nutrition and ingredient information. I found the overall transparency of Promix to be really impressive. The nutrition facts panel clearly states how many servings are in each bag, so even though each flavor has a different total number of servings, it doesn't come off as misleading. We've given it a 5 out of 5 on fat content transparency. Promix isolate has 0.5 grams of total fat with no trans fat or saturated fat, which is clearly identified on the nutrition label. In regards to effective ingredients, we've given it a 5 out of 5 as well. Promix uses grass-fed whey isolate, sugar, single source natural flavors, and sunflower lecithin in its formula. This basic formula provides a gluten-free, soy-free, and virtually lactose-free formula suitable for many individuals. We've given it a 4 to 5 on protein percent of calories. Promix provides 30 grams of protein per serving, which is fantastic. Most whey protein powders usually have between 20 and 27 grams per serving. However, as discussed earlier, the protein percentage per scoop varies significantly from flavor to flavor. We've given it a 2 out of 5 on taste. I purchased the French vanilla flavor, but I found it to be quite bland with a gross aftertaste. I didn't get an opportunity to try the chocolate flavor, but I assume based on my personal experience that it's likely to be the best option. We've given it a 5 out of 5 on mixability. Promix dissolves easily and does not have a chalky texture. There was no residue left over and no product that settled at the bottom of my shaker. In regards to the thick or thin scale, we've given it the thin. Promix mixed up very thin, which is typical of whey isolates. I found that I wanted to use less water when recommended because when I mixed Promix with the recommended 12 to 16 ounces of water, the shake was just too thin and flavorless. I found my personal sweet spot to be closer to the 8 ounces of water per 2 scoop serving. In regards to satiety, we had to give it a 2 out of 5. Promix uses exclusively whey isolate, a fast digesting protein. With few total calories, I found this product didn't keep me full more than an hour or 2 when taken on its own. I tried mixing Promix into milk and drinking it, or using it in my cereal to prolong the satiety, which did help a bit, but not by much. If you want to get more satiety or fullness from your Promix protein, consider adding it to an oatmeal or Greek yogurt or adding it to a smoothie with fruits and vegetables. Who should use and who should not use this product? Promix whey isolate is a suitable option for the following people: individuals who want to minimize added ingredients in their protein, someone wanting organic ingredients, individuals who want the companies they support to care about environmental sustainability, individuals on a budget, those who prioritize quality over taste, and lastly, people with food allergies or sensitivities. Promix whey isolate is not for the following people: anyone who is a vegan or has a known milk allergy, anyone looking for a lot of flavor variety, someone who prioritizes is a great tasting product, and lastly, somebody looking for a meal replacement or protein powder to keep them full for several hours. I want to hear your opinion on this product. Have you tried this product? Were your experiences similar to mine? Do you agree or disagree with my feedback? I'd love to start a conversation down in the comment section. Go comment down below now. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one.